Hi, I'm Kendra. I'm on the business integration team here at Bella Lash, and today we're talking about starting your lash business. So, you're interested in becoming a lash artist and starting your brand new business. Here are 5 things that you should know before getting started. The first is you should know with confidence that you have the ability to do this. Anything that you consistently put your effort into, you will be successful at. It's important that when you start an entrepreneurship journey that you find a tribe that can support you. It's not for everybody, and not everybody's going to understand entrepreneurship. But coming from someone who's owned their own business for a long time, it's really important to surround yourself with a support system that can help you when things get hard. And sometimes the hardest time is right in the beginning. So find the community that's going to support you through those hard times and engage with them. Step number 2, find people who have done this before and partner with them. A lot of us have already been through this process before and we've made all the mistakes. So come seek out people who have already gone through the process and can help guide you. Successful people look for mentorship, they look for guidance, and they look for people who they can ask questions to. We've made all the rookie mistakes before, so let us help you through that process. And how can you do that? How do you find a community of people who can help guide you? One thought is you could work for a commissioned lash studio to start. This is going to help you build your skills in real time and learn all of the different aspects of lashing that you might not know yet. Yes, you might make less money up front, but you can kind of think of it like an internship. It's the extension of your education. So you'll learn and grow over time working under a studio, and then eventually you'll be ready to go out on your own. Or maybe you partner with a brand that you trust. Here at Bella Lash, for example, we have partner programs where we work with lash artists to help support them in growing their business. In one aspect, we can help get discounts on products for you so you can increase your profit margins and find other revenue streams by retailing product to your clients. Here at Bella Lash, we have an entire team that's dedicated to helping you figure out the business side of lashing. If you want more information on our partner programs, click the link in the description below. Another option that you have is to connect with other lash artists that have already been doing this for a while. This community is incredible and it tends to be extremely open. People are very willing to help and answer questions for you. So don't be afraid to reach out, ask questions, and try to gain some knowledge from people who have already been there and may have a few years of experience ahead of you. You can find artists on Instagram, on other social media channels, or maybe in your local community. The third point is to check the local requirements for your state. The requirements for lashing vary vastly across the United States and internationally, so you should know what is required where you are to become a lash artist. For example, here in Utah, you have to be a cosmetologist, an esthetician, or a barber to lash, but just 2 hours north in Idaho, there are no requirements at all. So it's really important that you do the research and understand what is required for you to become a lash artist. The second point we want to make here is to understand the insurance requirements. Again, this is going to vary greatly, but it's something that you really need to work with a seasoned insurance agent to understand if you're lashing in home versus in studio and what services you're providing. Make sure that you work with a professional to understand the requirements before getting started. Finally, let's talk about certifications. We know that certifications are going to boost your credibility, so find the brands that you want to partner with and take their certification courses. You really can never have too many certificates, right? After you've invested in your certification courses, make sure that you're sharing that in your marketing. Clients may not understand what the difference is between a certified and non-certified lash artist, so make sure that you're educating them on why certifications matter. The fourth point is to make a plan. I'm a really big believer that you should begin with the end in mind. One of the analogies that I always use is that we all have GPS mechanisms in our phone. We get in the car, we sit down, and we type in the address that we want to get to, and almost always it will direct us exactly to where we're trying to go. But how useful is your GPS if you never tell it what address you're trying to get to? It can't tell you where you're going. So we have to make a plan and understand what our vision is for our business and what outcome we're trying to achieve before we start. Here at Bella Lash, we are huge fans of a written business plan. If you haven't yet invested the time to write your business plan, make sure that you do that. Once you've put it down on paper, it's something that you can execute on. And then remember that it's a living document. So you should revisit your business plan often to make sure that you're reaching your goals. And then as you reach your goals, set bigger ones. Next, you need to make a financial plan for your startup costs. You've heard that it takes money to make money, and that is so true in lashing. All businesses require a financial plan to understand what it's going to cost to get off the ground. Have you considered the cost of your schooling, of your licensing, of your certifications, your materials, and your marketing? Ensure that you're making a plan for all of these costs and understanding that it may take a little while for your business to get started. So how are you going to manage those costs in the meantime? Are you going to continue to work a full-time job and start your lash business as a side hustle? There's absolutely nothing wrong with that while you're getting your business up and going. The next part of the plan is to define your ideal client and find them. It is important to understand who you want to attract and why. So that's up to you to define who this business is going to serve. And then the next step is to find where your ideal client spends her time. Is she scrolling on TikTok? Or maybe she's posting on Facebook. It's important for you to understand that and then make sure that you're gearing your marketing efforts to where your ideal client is. And finally, as part of your plan, it's important to set yourself up to be able to pivot. I think this is one of the hardest things that lash artists struggle with when starting their businesses. As they grow over time, things are going to change. Your interests are going to change. Maybe you eventually want to add other services to your menu, and that's okay. Don't get stuck in a box of just defining yourself as one thing. Allow yourself to grow over time and be okay with that. And again, start with the end in mind here. When you start your marketing plan and your business plan, understand that this may evolve and change as you grow, and that's okay. That pivot in the future is going to be a really exciting time for you, and it's okay to make those changes when it's time. The fifth step here is to be consistent. Find the activities that you could do every single day that are going to move your business forward. Oftentimes, these are not the most fun parts of your business, but they're the most important when it comes to building over time. So if possible, try to identify the one thing that you could do every single day that's going to move your business forward and do it first thing in the morning. Leave the fun things for later on in the afternoon and commit to those activities that are really going to move the needle forward. These activities could be different for every person. You're going to find the activities that really make the biggest impact on your business as you get started. For you, maybe those things are responding to all of your emails and every single DM that you receive on Instagram. Remember that the people who are reaching out to you are people, so it's important for you to engage with that community. If this is a hard task for you, then make sure that you do it first thing and be consistent with doing it every single day. For others, maybe this is getting your workspace organized, and it's important for you to commit to filing and getting things organized every single day so that you can have a productive day. Like I said, everybody's going to have different struggles with this, but for you, try to identify the one thing that's really going to make the biggest impact on your day, get it done first, and then move on with the fun things later. So these are 5 things that we want to encourage you to consider as you're thinking about starting your lash business. We are so excited to be on this journey with you, and we can't wait to support you. Make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we look forward to seeing you again soon.